make sure this is all good. Do not want that on that. Want it on that. So here we have Skyedex Scramble by Kinney the Hound. Seems to be focusing on pseudo a bit here. All right, let's give it a playthrough and see what it's like.
Skyedex search data dump, whole world on my back. Lower tab, scroll through, no time to slack. Social links, tangle web, who's who, where they at. Characters whispering, schemes they attract. I am pseudo and your info is my desire.
Social circles, intricate dance. Who trusts who, a fleeting glance.
Info overload, brain cells on fire. Skyedex humming, taking me higher. Gotta catch 'em all, every last wire. Knowledge my weapon, my ultimate desire. In the archives, ancient scrolls unfold, secrets unearthed, stories untold. Every character's past, brave, wicked, or bold. Their motives, their fears, worth more than gold.
Social circles, intricate dance. Who trusts who, a fleeting glance.
Info overload, brain cells on fire. Skyedex humming, taking me higher. Gotta catch 'em all, every last wire. Knowledge my weapon, my ultimate desire. Deep dive in the archives, ancient scrolls unfold, secrets unearthed, stories untold. Every character's past, brave, wicked, or bold. Their motives, their fears, worth more than gold.
Social circles, intricate dance. Who trusts who, a fleeting glance.
Info overload, brain cells on fire. Skyedex humming, taking me higher. Gotta catch 'em all, every last wire. Knowledge my weapon, my ultimate desire. From the whispers in the alley to the grandest hall, every tape bit of intel, I'm catching it all. Skyedex growing, standing mighty. Your info stored, archived, and deployed. Information brokers inspire the intel. Least creators without any desire. I am pseudo and your info is my desire.
Social circles, intricate dance. Who trusts who, a fleeting glance.
Okay, fun little bit of music there. Nicely labelled as to who the cameo is actually in the chaptering. They must have put numbers. Yeah, they tagged the times, not the person, which is good for doing this review. Oh, they did tag the person as well separately. Cool, fine, fantastic. I was going to say, but they can mean that people don't get notified when they're in cameos. When it started like that, I thought it was going to be another one of the more what's the term, noir style videos. I knew somebody was doing like a collection of people in the Skybros.
Skyedex search data dump, whole world.
But it switches to this more almost rap beat, spoken rap rather than full rap rhyme. you had Kinney, and then we've got Nicola. 2 cents. 2 credits. Enter 2 credits. And Fiad, I want to pronounce, but she doesn't really get seen very easily because of the positioning of the camera. Cuts are very good on terms of the actual beats. Some of them are a little bit slow or a little bit early, but mostly it's done to make sure the message gets across. So it's pretty solid. And here we got Ked Jisan. So here it goes where I'm pseudo. I would have preferred that to be the point where he's starting to walk towards you rather than at desires, because now it goes to desires. Then on the beat, it does this cut. So you're left on that bit a little bit hollow. But yes, you've got Nine's Cinevere Psychro. See, that's a good change on the beat. Griffin Knight with another Cinevere appearance. See, and that was in the middle of the beat. I suppose it was kind of a beat, but it was more of a half beat. And that happened after the beat rather than on the beat. So it's really minor things. Gaming Syndicate. Yeah, the style is very consistent as well. There's a few shifts towards more realistic every now and again, and a couple of times it goes more cartoony, but that's what being in this halfway state really is good for. It gives you the freedom to position it way. Now we can actually get that name rather. Governor Versailles. Okay, so he wasn't linked because he's on Twitch, not on YouTube on the other one. But that guy in the crane game video that we couldn't identify, Governor Versailles. Although his hair here is completely blonde, and the hair, the way it was in that other video, made me think of Onigarashi, because Onigarashi's hair is like that, with the changing colour. I don't know if that is meant to have change of colour and this is wrong, or you know where I'm getting with this. I don't know, no need to. And is this the first appearance of Silas's wife, other than Silas showing the model images on stream? It's a very cute scene. Very nice. Now this bit I'm a little bit, it's probably the only poor cut, I think. Because while there is motion, there's not a lot. It needed something in there. But yeah, we've got Lady Wasabi. We were playing games, and I think they used, to generate it, my version of him because of the waistcloth, or it could have had the same problem I did, where the AI kept on deciding that even though he's got wraps, that part doesn't need to be wrapped. Which, hence why I gave him the skirt, the Egyptian style skirt, because the AI just didn't want him to be covered for some reason. I said his name a minute ago. Shriver. Yeah, AI not quite sure where to place the eyeglass. Keen. And if you cut it, if you slowed it down and cut it a second earlier, you could have got away with the fact his eye isn't covered. Rain, Ilara, Sfiad, yeah. Feeble Mind. Murumau. Sorry about the hair colour. So I am being thrown off. Okay, cool. And this is, of course, the Kiniverse people, whose names I can never really remember. Fedden, Law, Melody, and Anicia. You got Law, Melody, yeah, Anicia. Counter Intellect, Hot Topic, Dot Pocket, Nana Juju, very cheapified. There's only one person missing from this scene, I think, considering what it is. That's probably, well, two. I can think of several other people who could fit in here as well. But this is a very good selection for being in the library. Got Ovted, Penny, Gleeman. But you could quite easily have Lord Intellect, Cosmic Otaku, maybe a couple others. Very clean as well. I just love the fact he got himself frozen. I think this is a reference to the previous video where they were climbing up the mountain. He's just taking somewhere to defrost. Now, I get the intent, but there are parts on this that make him look like a real creeper. I'm just going to point him out so that you can get what I'm saying. First, you've got the obvious one where it's like peeping in through the window. But that just seems like a detective sort of thing going on, spying on a party. It's more when you get to... That's just creepy. My accent is so Australian. I'm a British Londoner from that part of London where most of the Australian accent got its origin. Now, I also have a slight issue where my mum was an English teacher and very much forced us all to learn how to speak proper English in the correct and most proper manner. And it just ended up getting us into so much trouble in schools that we just completely rejected it and went full slang. But yeah, very nicely done. Very few editing issues, like a few seconds here and there. Very well put together. Yeah. Good solid work from Kinney. Go give the original the love it deserves. Like, share it around, comment and stuff. In case you're wondering, I do go back and comment on most of them. I do forget some, I will admit. I focus mostly on the video aspect of songs and AI generation. Trying to see the editing of the video and how it matches either the theme or the tone of the song. I don't analyze music directly much. I can say I like it, I don't like it. Could be faster, could be slower, mostly on the song side of things. I can identify some types of music. I was very bad at memorizing all the musical types when I studied music. That's one of the reasons why it's one of the classes I failed. But I'm mostly trying to keep up with all the Sky Bros releases. But yeah, this is a good solid entry by Killy the Hound about their friend.